we could. Nick and I want to say first, probably will read more about Nick's accomplishments in the program than I can possibly repeat here, so I'm not going to try to do that. Nick and I attended Princeton High School from 1953 through 1957. While he was busy playing football, basketball, baseball, putting the shot, and throwing the discus and the javelin, I was their cartwheeling cheerleader at basketball games, and the Princeton Tiger little mascot at his football games. The cheerleading squad never got to go to any of the track meets, so I missed his record-breaking javelin throw that earned him his scholarship at the University of Maryland, where he continued to break and make more records. Nick and I reconnected at our 50th high school reunion. That was 3 years ago. I came to appreciate what wonderful accomplishments and records in the javelin events that he set at Princeton High School. And I felt he deserved being nominated for the induction into the Princeton High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Happily, many agreed with me. So, it is now my privilege and honor to introduce to you this very splendid person who is the love of my life, Bob Keating.
Still working. Thank you. My heartfelt thanks to those of you who voted for me for this honor. There were 4 key men in my life as I went through schools in Princeton. Mr. Irwin Weiss. At Nassau Street Elementary School and at Witherspoon School on Park Street, Mr. Weiss was my PE teacher each year. As was his tradition, whenever his 8th graders were ready to go to Princeton High, he urged them to go out for a certain sport. He recommended the javelin throw for me. My reaction? What's a javelin? Since I had pitched in the summer midget league and junior league, I went out for baseball as a freshman at Princeton High, and by the end of the season I saw myself as the 3rd best freshman pitcher. So in the spring of my sophomore year, I thought I would take Mr. Weiss's advice. The second key man, Sal Del Nesta. Fortunately for me, Sal was a senior javelin thrower on our team, and he helped me learn the basics of throwing the javelin. And naturally, to show my gratitude to him, I ended up state champion. Coach Jerry Groninger, whom we're honoring tonight. In my junior year, Coach Groninger became my throwing coach, and looking back, he was my inspiration for wanting to become a track coach. I was state champ again. In my senior year, I'll never forget the big hug he gave me when I broke the state record on my last throw, by 1 inch and 1/8. He was also my math 4th teacher my senior year. 4th gentleman, my dad. Since my dad worked in the grocery store 7 days a week, he wasn't able to see me throw, but he would always show off my medals to his customers. And you may recognize the building in the program that our store, his store, was the Princeton General Store, which is now Hoagie Haven. We lived upstairs. I'm proud to say that this tower over here, in case you didn't notice it, took me 6 months to build it on my workbench, and I built it before our 50th reunion 3 years ago, and we presented it to the school as a class gift. Some people I would like to recognize, if they would stand up when I call on you. Trish's son, Chris, and his wife, Amy, up from South Jersey. Living in Princeton, my nephew, Michael Miller, class of PHS 80, and his best friend Laura. My kids up from Maryland, Melissa. Down from Portland, Maine, Leslie. Also up from Maryland, Christina. And out from Los Angeles, Matthew. And that one special classmate of mine, whom you've already met, my love, Trish Taylor. Thanks again for this honor. It's a nice way to be remembered.